So, I have arrived at a spot of spots, so to say. Look at this thing. You know, there's a lot of these kind of structures around here, but it's pretty rare you find one that's still standing. If you watch my first video in this setup, I actually stopped by here and did a little walkthrough of it. And so today I'm out and about, and I decided, why not camp here? I mean, someone used to have a life here, so why don't I reignite that? You know? So, yeah, it's pretty sweet. Tonight we have our first chance of snow also. There's supposed to be some rain on and off, and then it's going to dip below freezing later tonight, and then we have a chance of snow after that. Accumulations aren't too significant. They said a trace to an inch, possibly, if we even get any. But, yeah, sweet. So I'm hoping we see our first snow, but if not, you know, it is what it is. I might have some delicious food to cook up tonight. We're going to do it over the fire. It may be a little nippy, but I brought my coat this time. I brought some warmer weather gear, so I think we shall be a-okay. This bad boy on, keep me nice and toasty while I'm setting up. So first order of business, I'm situated at this spot, so I'm going to crack into a cold one. Oh dear, I'm scared of this stuff. I brought a Arizona hard green tea. Wife got this stuff not too long ago. She said it's gross, so it's just been sitting in the basement, so I figure why not give it a taste test here. You know, it is pretty gross, but I'm gonna drink it because there's alcohol in it. So yeah, we'll give that one we'll give it a drink. We'll drink it. It's close to having to pour that one out. We won't though. We'll be nice. Yeah, we have tons of like old jagged wire and barbed wire. Most of it's just standard wire. There's some barbed wire. And here, got an old wagon wheel. That is probably from a tractor or something like that. All sorts of old mechanical stuff around here. Be sure not to trip on this wire. And look down here, we got an old muffler from some sort of vehicle. There's like a handkerchief down there. Then we have, in here, we have all sorts of just piles and piles of ancient garbage. Look at this. Look at that. Wow. Everything's a butt plug if you're brave enough, I guess. Yeah, check that out. And in this corner, we just have tons of old cans. I think I saw one that still has some writing on it. Oh, yeah, look at that. All season motor oil. Wow, it's amazing. And there's more oil. Got some glass, some glass around here too. Look at that. What in the world? Wow. That is just cool stuff, man. And then it just, yeah, this whole floor is just filled with old cans. And it looks like the roof collapsed at some point, obviously, because there's the remains on the floor here. This is old, very old structure. Look at this. Some super old spray paint. Another old bottle here. That looks more like a recent bottle. But yeah, we are loaded to the brim of just old metal in here. Wow. You know, it makes me wonder what's buried under all this. I ain't gonna find out either. Yeah, when it gets dark out here, I'm gonna be careful not to trip over any of this stuff. Yeah, but just the stuff, maybe someone lived here at some point, but just the stuff I'm seeing here leads me to believe that this was like a shed of just storage stuff. Like, look at this old exhaust pipe here. Cool. And there's just all sorts of crushed glass and cans and ancient stuff. Ancient. There's an old brake line or something right here. Look at that. Yes, maybe I don't know, hydraulic, I don't know. There's a gold mine of the past right here. So we're gonna stay here tonight in that little pickup truck. Yep. So I'm gonna first start off by getting situated in the truck here. Get everything set up so I'm ready to go in there later. Yeah, it's gonna be a good night. I tell you, you stick around. You be sure, you know, stick around for those campfire reflections later too. That's the most important part of these videos. Most unique part of these videos. And my favorite part to film in these videos. My collar, popping my collar, man. Yeah. So yeah, this will be my, I think 9th or 10th camping video. And I've only been doing it since September, like late September. So by the time this video is out, it'll be December. But it's still November for me, and this will be like my fifth trip just this month. So yeah, I've been blessed to have the opportunity to get out quite a few times this month. It's a good month. And I will tell you one thing. So far I've had such a blast. Like, this is definitely something I wish I would have started doing sooner in life. But I'm here now, so I can't complain. Definitely my true calling. I'll tell you. Even if I do get popular on this platform, I ain't quitting my day job. I live in a smaller town, not a tiny town, but you can't go to Walmart without seeing somebody you know. And for now, most of them leave me alone. But if I were to get popular imitated on the tube or something, say goodbye to that. Yeah. This is what I do as a hobby for fun. I've said it before. I'm not doing it for views. I'm not doing it to get popular. I'm just doing it because I want to do it. And this is fun to me. And ever since I've been a boy, I've loved being outdoors. Now that I have this awesome truck, I can love it even more. So, yes. Yes. I tell you what. Yeah, there's already enough nip in there for me to have to put my stocking cap on. This will definitely be my coldest trip so far. I'm really hoping we get that snow that they're talking about, but either way, it's supposed to get down into the high teens tonight. I got a heated blanket I'm going to try out tonight. It doesn't draw very much power off my battery bank, so we'll see how that rolls. Of course, I have the buddy heater like always. I also brought some hand warmers in case we need those. So I think we're set up to stay warm no matter how chilly it gets. Last trip, it got down to 25, just below 25, and I was completely fine in the truck, toasty. But there was also no wind, so we'll see what kind of factor the wind brings in with that those cold temperatures tonight, because it's after midnight. The wind's supposed to really pick up. Get you a little panorama of the area. I was looking around over yonder, around those hills, and I did find some spots I could camp at, but this place is just so cool. I'm going to take the opportunity to camp here. Look at that. That is sweet. Oh, yeah. Now I can give you some time and weather updates. Yeah, I was right. It is 1:30. So I got 3 hours of daylight left. I'm going to use that time to kick it. So I'll probably start the fire around like in a couple hours, like 3:30. Alright, so the rain's going to hold off till 7. And at that's going to be a cold rain. So at 7, it's going to be 38 degrees. Then it is going to drop down rapidly through the night down to, high teens, 19. And we have a small chance for snow all night. So, we shall see. We'll either wake up with a nice blanket of snow. If it rains, it'll be icy out. So, yes, sir. Oh, this particular beverage is absolutely disgusting. I'm going to drink it, though. It'll warm me up. Then I can move on to some more standard beers, whatnot. Yeah. I still got several hours till dinner. So to take the edge off, I'm going to make myself some ramen. So I'm hungry. I haven't had anything to eat today yet. Yes, yes. Spicy chicken ramen. Yeah. Spicy chicken. Alright. We have acquired boilage here. Yes, sir. Put a little too much in there, but here, have some watergrass. Yes, yes. Lunchtime, kids. It is lunch. Yeah. I'll let this stuff dry out and put it back together. Got some good intermittent sunshine around here. Looks like I got a good stretch of some sun. Keep me nice and toasty. I do have some long johns on, and 3 layers already on the torso. But it'll get cold enough later to throw on my coat with that. Nippy. Very nippy. But anyways, those ramen noodles were exactly what I needed. And so I'm going to go ahead and pop into brewski number 2ski, which is an actual brewski. This is a Montucky Cold Snacks. The Montucky beer that's brewed in Wisconsin. That was founded in Montana. But yeah, I had some of these on the last trip. So we'll give her a good old taste test. See what she's all about. See if it still tastes the same. And I will tell you, I will give you my review of this beer shortly. One thing I can definitely point out about this particular beer is that it definitely tastes like beer. Yeah. Sure tastes like beer, I'll tell you. Oh, that sun is warming me up. Let me fix my eyesight here. There we go. Now I don't have to squint. So it's mint. Yeah, I got quite a bank of clouds to my north up here. This way is south, that way is north. So that way would be west. Well, that's where the sun will set tonight. I assume. It's usually where the sun sets, isn't it? Let me know what you think about this spot. Would you stay somewhere like this? Or would you pass? I sure like it. It's a neat little spot. It's got some history and whatnot. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to soak up all the sun that nature can provide to me this afternoon. And I'll check back in with y'all when we're getting that fire started. How about that? And it's going to be a great night tonight. Tonight's going to be a great night. I'll tell you. Yeah. So great. It's going to be the greatest of the greatness of the greatness. It will be a night of championships, I'll tell you. The championship night. I got to give you a look at what I'm seeing here real quick before we cut you out. I got the beautiful sun just coating random areas of the plains. The camera doesn't show you, but there's a big dip down there. I can see for probably 60 miles in that direction. I'm sure we'll see lights out there and whatnot tonight. And there's those threatening clouds to our north there. There's a beautiful sunshine shining on me. There's our awesome abandoned homestead house and pickup truck. There, this should get you a better view of the distance I can see in front of me. Like I said, even this doesn't do it justice, but I can see way out there. Nice sight. That cloud is telling me that that's probably the last sunlight I'll see tonight. So I also did make an executive decision to move the fire onto this side of the structure. The truck's over there. Because the wind is coming from the east. And it's not blowing on this side of the structure. Whereas it's blowing on the other side. So I'll have my cozy little fire pit in this region tonight. Yes, sir. But, yeah, I'm going to wait about 15 more minutes and then get that fire started because it's chilling off fast. I'm going to get my coat on. It's probably down to, I just checked the thermometer, it's down to 39 now. So, yes, sir, that cold front's a blowing in. Well, that temperature is dropping quickly and drastically, so let's go ahead and get this bad boy lit up. Use some native grass again for this one. Tinder bundle. Oh, this one's firing right up. Ah, yes, fire. Yeah, I'm glad I moved to this side because, you know, the breeze isn't, it's just a breeze, but it's virtually non-existent right here. Whereas on the other side, it's blowing a little bit, so. Yes, yes. I'll put this little weed I found out here. Yeah, right on there. We're in business, ladies and genitals. Yes, yes. And now would be a better time than ever to crack into brewski number 3. And this beautiful sunshine behind me. It's not, the sun's not setting yet. It's just behind them big old clouds over there. So, I wonder when was the last time someone had a fire here. Could have been 100 years ago. The building is probably 100 years old at least. And, so yeah, after, like at the turn of the century and on, a lot of people tried to develop this land for farming and whatnot. And about the only good thing it's good for is grazing. Now, with advancements in technology, there's some farms around here, like they grow corn and like dry corn and stuff like that. But yeah, back then, multiple attempts were made to develop and farm this area, and it's so desolate and windswept, and that the government started buying it off in the after the Great Depression, and that's why we have little chunks of land like this. It is federal land, so you can disperse camp on it, so I'm not doing anything illegal or anything. And yeah, this used to be someone's homestead, pretty much. I love coming places like this, man. It's almost like you can feel the spirit of the past inside you. So who knows who used to live here, what kind of successes and heartbreaks and failures were made here and all that. Just how long it took to build this place is probably very impressive to think about. Old stone and mortar. Yeah, like all they used were resources from these little bluffs over here. A lot of work went into this place, and now it just sits here. So I'm almost honored to, hang out at places like this. It's pretty neat. Like, A, it's really neat, and B, like someone used to have their livelihood here, and like I'm revisiting the past. It's pretty cool. My plans are gonna get some good coals going and get dinner started, and that'll probably take about an hour. We'll probably be eating in about 90 minutes from now. So got a good old half moon out tonight. I can see it right through this structure. Neat. All right, cool. Campfire by the old structure. I'm gonna peek through here. I can see the moon, and the moon sees me right through the old homestead. I did forget to mention that this particular beer still tastes like beer. So anyways, yeah, got all my foodstuffs out so we can just cook by the fire, or prepare dinner by the fire, since I'm a little far away from the truck. Not by a long shot, but a little bit. But yeah, I got some good coals going, so sun should set in about 15 minutes, and once it does, we're gonna get preparing this dinner. Or we could just do it now while the sun's setting. I don't know. What do you guys think? You want to see me prepare dinner now or after the sun sets? Don't make a difference to me, man. I'm eating either way. But for dinner, we are going to have foil wraps again, just like last trip. We're having foil wraps again. And changing up the ingredients this time. Still putting all the same stuff as last time. I still have some leftover potatoes. We're gonna do peppers and an onion, melt cheese on top, of course, again. And I also brought some hot sauce. But for the protein, we'll be having leftover sausage from Thanksgiving, which was yesterday. Wow, look at that golden sunlight, man. Wow. Should be a pretty sweet sunset, I tell you. Man, that's special. Very special. Just look at that golden sunlight. Wow. Nice. Got my phone set up there doing a time lapse of this sunset. Wow. That's simply amazing. A little surprise to end the day, or the daylight. Wow. Notice this little ring of rocks here. It's probably old, I don't know, some sort of structure. Then you look up and wow. Sorry if there's a lot of excessive footage at this point, but yeah, this is just so special. I wish you could see it with your own face. Yeah, but that's the last of the light. That sun is dipping behind another cloud bank there. Yes, sir. And it is getting very cold. I'll go ahead and start getting my foodstuffs out. Like clockwork, that sun hits the horizon. It gets windy out here. All sorts of goodies in here. It's good. This will actually be warmer than doing it on the tailgate of the truck, I'll tell you. But yeah, we're gonna do 2 foil packs just like last time, and see how much I can get of this done before that light goes out. Start off with that pepper. Oh yeah. All right, cut this part out because I'm finna be chewing. Didn't bring my old cutting board this time because I forgot it, but I got this sweet plate, that'll do. I reckon, don't you reckon? Yes. I lost a piece of pepper. I'm gonna roast it up. I picked up a good old white onion. White onions are my favorite. So 9 times out of 10, if I'm cooking something with onions, it's gonna be white onion. That's just how she goes. It's the way it is. Oh yeah. Whoa. Onion down. That was a gorgeous sunset, I'll tell you. Just look at it. I have been overly blessed with that onion straw. With gorgeous sunsets when I come out here. Time for a little light here. Yeah. Potatoes it is. It's the same sack I had on the last trip. If you didn't watch the last trip, go ahead and watch it. I had to change my plans, but it was still cool. Yeah, it still turned out great. Did everything I wanted to. The trip I did the week before my last one, so 2 camping videos ago. I called it in a solo truck camping with beer boiled brats. That's what it was. Yeah, that's my most popular video so far. So that was a really sweet spot too. Yeah, she's getting cold. Get this jalapeno cut up here. Can't get mad at a spicy jalapeno though. Especially on a cold night like tonight. Have those bad boys in there. And last but not least, the leftover sausage from the Thanksgiving platter. That's a lot. I don't know if I'll be able to eat all this. That is definitely a lot of food. So I can snack on a couple pieces. A little bit of salt. And a healthy dose of black pepper. Because black pepper makes the world go around. Whew, those onions are still getting me. Dang. For a tidbit of extra flavor, throw some good old Montreal on that too. These are gonna be very good. Yeah, just like last time, I'm gonna cook these up real nice and then open them up and throw some cheese on top, and we will feast after that. So excuse me. All right, let's get this thrown on here before I run out of light. Perfect. Toss these bad boys right on the coals. I already hear them sizzling. Yes, sir. All right, I'm gonna get situmated a little bit, and then we'll get back to cooking. Yeah, or it's already cooking. Smoke in the eye. Onions are strong. I'm gonna clean up some of this junk, and then I'll see you in a bit. All right, well, I'll get these flipped around. And of course, you guys probably want to hear some sizzle. Oh, that's hot. Listen to that sizzle. Ah, yeah. The sound of sizzle. The sound of sizzle enlightens us all. I tell you. Just look at it. Just look. Well, since I got that fire up, I don't think I'll need my coat. Let's get some cheese on these bad boys. The wind is swirling. In my face, out my face. In my face, out my face. Oh gosh. That looks so good. Look. Wow. Oh, that's hot. That one opened up. Get some cheese on it. Get that one closed up. Put it back here. Yes. Give it a couple minutes and then it'll be time to feast. I tell you. Yeah. I'd say the time has come for me to dig in. This one's probably the donest. So I'll set that one over there, get this fire built up a bit. Yeah, this is some of that pine I just acquired. Nice thick logs. And oh man, I spilled my beer. Only lost a little bit there, everybody. Oh man, this looks so good. All right, let's see if I can use the light to get you an actual good shot of it this time. Look at that. Oh, cheesy, gooey goodness. Ah, yes. And to top it off, I got some Heat Waves Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce. This stuff is tasty. It's made locally in my area. Picked it up at the fall festival we had a couple months back. Anyways, Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Get a little piece of everything here and give her a taste. I will have to say, after my last 2 trips, I think that Campfire foil packs are my new favorite food. Oh man, this is it's got a bite. It's pretty spicy. That jalapeno and that hot sauce fired it up a little bit this time, and whew, warming me up. But anyways, I am going to continue to shovel this stuff into my mouth, and I will see y'all in a bit for Campfire Reflections. Don't you dare tune out for those Campfire Reflections, man. A little teepee fire going there, yeah. It is time for them Campfire Reflections, man. Campfire Reflections. Campfire Reflections is the segment on this channel while we reflect upon the reflections while the fire is reflecting on our face. And it's a unique thing we do on this channel. And we will be doing it on every truck camping video, whether we have a fire or not. But today's episode of Campfire Reflections, I'm sitting here by this old abandoned, probably homestead house, or someone used to live here at some point, I would assume. But so that would be the perfect time to reflect upon the past. Now, what does the past do for you? One thing the past does not do for you is give you choices. That's the one thing that the past does not give you. The past makes you a better person. Depending on what your past is, past could make you a worse person. Past gives you good memories, gives you bad memories. But I guess what I want to focus on is how to make the most of the past, I guess, since we're talking about the past. My first piece of advice would be, don't let the past get to you. You know, those moments you're laying awake, think about something you did, could have been years ago, could have been yesterday, and you just sit there and cringe at what you did. Use that as a learning experience. Don't sulk in what happened, and don't worry about it. One big thing I always keep in mind at work, for instance, is every day's a new day. You know, what happened yesterday doesn't matter anymore, because today's a new day, a new chapter. The past can also open up doors to give you a different outlook on things. Like, just think back on something that let's say, think back on something that happened 20 years ago. What did you think about that 10 years ago? And what do you think about that now? And how can you learn from that? So, I guess the biggest thing about the past for me is I'm not going to sulk in it. I'm not going to sit in my regrets and be depressed about it. I mean, there are some things that happened to me that I can't change, and you can't get down about that. Now, there's some life-changing things that will affect you the rest of your life. That all comes from the past. Yeah, just keep in mind the past is gone and the future is tomorrow. Learn from your mistakes and be a better person. And cherish the people that may not be in your life anymore, memories you have of them. People that have passed away, people that have moved on. Don't ever forget them. They're in the past, but they're also in your heart. I do believe that's all I have to say about the past. But like always, be good to yourself, and y'all take care of yourselves. Yeah. That wind is picking up a bit, I tell you what. Might need to let this guy burn out.
Smoke in the face.
That wind picked up for a second.
Absolutely massively huge. And like I said, we waited 7 long.
Good pop there. Be sure to get that one in there. Tell you one thing, it never fails. I always stay out by the fire longer than I'm expecting to. It's getting pretty darn cold. It's definitely below freezing now. Had some cold rain come through, that let up, so anything else that falls from here on out will be snow. But maybe before I head in the truck, I just want to give a shout out to these guys. They're Wolf and Hound HAE. Right now they're doing a live stream, or not a live stream, a video premiere, so I've just been kicking back and watching that. They're investigating like an old movie theater or something. It's pretty interesting stuff. They have another channel called what is it? Timber Rattlers Outdoor Adventures. Yeah, those guys are awesome. I love watching those videos when they go on their hikes and stuff. But yeah, those guys are chill. They've shown me love on this channel, so I'll return the favor. Yes, sir. So other than that, I'm gonna let this last log burn down, and I'll catch y'all in the truck for more fun and shenanigans. Yeah. So it is sleeting, at least. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that's some frozen rain right there. Right now it is right at freezing. So yeah, I think it's time to head up into the truck and get out of this weather here, I tell you. Yes. Indoors. Let's go. Brr. Whew. Break my window open a bit. Curtain limitations now. Get that buddy heater fired up, but yeah. I didn't even use my coat, so that's good. I got a heated blanket to try out tonight, so I think I already told you, but it does not draw too much power from my power box. Mine's a my Jackery's like a 780 watt hours. I should have just spent an extra $100 and got the 1000 watt, but this one, it does fine. Like, it powers my breathing apparatus all night. That takes like maybe 30%, if that. And this blanket, I tested it for an hour and it only took 6% of the battery. So if I sleep for 8 hours, I should be able to run my machine and this thing all night. All changed out, man. Alright, well, first off, I need to warm it up in here, take the edge off. Since I closed it up, it's already gone up 4 degrees in here. But this thing will make sure it gets a little warmer than that. Sure. I already cracked the window behind the camera. I'm going to crack this one a bit too. This one I always crack a little less just because that's where my feet are. With the wind and airflow, we will be fine tonight. There she goes. Pilot light initiated. Hank Hill would be so proud. Got my propane heater. He's gonna be mad at me when I upgrade to diesel, though, I'll tell you. So yeah, tonight I'm gonna watch movies and stuff like usual, but it just so happens it's also Black Friday, so I'm gonna do some online shopping and whatnot. I don't have an extravagant amount of money to spend this year on gifts, but I'm gonna try to get those closest to me, a little something. My drink, I picked up a Frosty Concord Grape Soda Pop. So that should be a good one. And then for my snackage, a new flavor of Bugles, hot and cheesy Tabasco. That'll be yummy. Skittles gummies, but the sour this time. I had the regular on my last trip. So yeah, we're gonna get to chillaxing. Put my tablet here. I'll pull up a film. I'll let you know what that is here in a minute. Yeah, condensation happens out here. That's what happens when you're in the boonies, condensating yourself. You know. Yes. You can kind of hear the frozen rain pitter-pattering, but it'll all be snow another ½ degree, so. Alright, it's called, came out in 2021, it's called East of the Mountains. Figured, why not, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. When retired heart surgeon Ben Givens learns that he has terminal cancer, he takes his beloved dog back to his boyhood home in eastern Washington. Do you say Washington or Washington? It's Washington. Determined to end his life on his own terms. So it's a heavy psychological dark adventure drama. I don't know, man. Something about me, I like those dark movies. Like, if it's a movie that'll make me depressed for like a week after watching it, I'm all in. Like, it all started with when I was a kid. I watched Requiem for a Dream. That movie is absolutely the most depressing movie I've ever seen, but I love it. So, highly recommend that one. And I will give this one a whirl. We'll see what happens. Man, this thing's already warming up in here. Woo! Shabam! Alright. Let's get cozied up. I don't think I need this yet, but I'll keep it handy. So while this movie's starting up, I can give y'all a good taste test on my Frosty Concord Grape Soda Pop. A good, nice pop on that top. Alright. Smells strongly of like actual grape. Yeah, that's really good. Definitely one of the best grape sodas I've had. It tastes nothing like your Crush or Fanta grape or whatever. It's like, it tastes like carbonated grape juice a little more. That's really good stuff. Almost like a, what do you call those things? This brain fart, dude. What are those things you give to the kids? Those drinks you give to the kids on New Year's, like the, it's not champagne. Cider. Like it tastes like a grape cider. I'm gonna go and watch my depressing movie, and I'll do some Christmas shopping. I'll catch y'all in a minute. Yeah. Well, actually, it'd be like a ½ second for you, probably. You know, time frames. I'm just confused on the time frames. It's different for you than it is for me. But when I'm watching the video after I edit it, it'll be the same for me as it is for you. So I guess what I'm trying to say is just, I'll see ya. Ah, gosh. I can see my breath. You hear the rain falling on the roof. Man, it just picked up, and right when I turned on the camera, it stopped. Dang. But yeah, that is frozen rain. So, man, right now it is only 8 o'clock, so I got lots of chilling left to do tonight. Probably stay up another 3 hours or so. It is cold. So 30, right at 32 outside now, and it's 42 in here, so. Yes, yes. First snowflakes of the season. Yeah. I'm witnessing it. That's pretty cool. Hi. Alright. What time is it? 10:30. Got all my Christmas shopping done. I'm in the middle of my second movie film. My first one was pretty good. This one's called Watch the Skies. I've been half paying attention to it, so I couldn't tell you if it's good or not. But I got some super cheap hand warmers off like Temu or something last year. And try them out. My feet are cold, so I'm just going to put them on my feet. Want my battery bank here. Those are already warming up. Yeah, they're like as cheap as it gets. But I think I got these for like $3 or something. Yeah, little heating element on there. It's actually pretty dang warm. Jeez, I say bed and I just get tired automatically. I'll be sure to plug in my heating blanket and let you all know what I think about that. Oh yeah, that's the way to do it, boys and girls. I'll put those right in your shoes. Oh yeah, that feels nice. Heat in the feet. Yeah. Alright, cool. Well, that actually feels super awesome. Yeah. I wonder how much power it draws. Oh, probably not much. Those are tiny little heat elements. Anyways, that just goes to show you I have plenty of stuff to keep me warm tonight. So I'm going to turn on this buddy heater for a second and I'll hit y'all up when I'm getting ready to pass out. I'm getting there. I'm going to hit the hay now. Got the buddy heater warming me up one last time. So unfortunately, my heated blanket, it draws too much power to keep my to keep it running all night with my breathing apparatus. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use it tonight, but I could use it next time. The problem is, I can run them both for, it says I'll be good for 6.5 hours. And I need like 8 hours, so I think I mentioned it earlier, but I wish I would have gotten the 1,000 watt hour battery. But with that being said, I think I'm just going to get another smaller battery, like I don't know, I could probably get a 300 watt hour one for like $100, and that'll run my breathing apparatus all night, so I could use my big charger or my big battery to power the blanket, and we'll do it that way. Yeah, it was a great day. Super unique spot. Glad I came out here. Yeah. But with that being said, I'm gonna pass out now. I'm going to pass out now. So I will. I'm gonna pretend I'm falling asleep. Then I'm gonna shut all these lights off. Shut off my buddy heater. And then I'll actually go to sleep. Yeah. But with that being said, I'll catch y'all in the morning. Another quick update for y'all. It is now 3 in the morning. And the wind is howling outside. I'm sure you can hear that. It is shaking the truck and waking me up periodically, so I thought I'd let you know that we're in a crazy windstorm. And it's got to be steadily blowing at least 30 out there. Yep. Yeah. There's a temperature update also. Turn on this buddy here to warm up real quick. The windows are caked in ice on the inside, frozen condensations and whatnot. All right, cool. Maybe next time you'll see daylight in the next clip. I don't know. At this point, I cannot predict it. It is becoming the new norm to wake up every hour and a half, I guess. Oh, good morning. I tell you what, it is cold. Take a look at this thermometer. 16.2 degrees outside. So I am definitely in cold weather at this time. 32 in here. This my windows are frozen solid. Like, look, I can't even open them. Well, no snow, just sub-freezing temperatures and wind. I was looking on my weather app, and wind chills are near 0 Fahrenheit. And I can attest to that because nature did call a couple hours ago. And yeah, it's always tough to get motivation when you need to go outside, but when nature's calling like she was me this morning, you don't need motivation, you just need to get out. But yeah, so anyways, definitely want to chill here for a little bit, see if it warms up a few degrees before I get going, packing up and whatnot. So right now it is 4 minutes till 7. So the sun's up, or about to be. We're definitely not going to see it. I'm kind of sad there's no snow. Gotta wait for a snow trip, I guess. But you know, these are extreme winter conditions, so we got that at least. Got that out of the way. I also was looking, so I set my microphone by the fire when I'm doing my campfire montages, and I done burnt a hole. I burnt my pop protector here. Look at that. So I hope the sound's turning up all right. But yeah, let's get this back opened up, and I'll give you a view outside. Again, that is frozen solid. Oh, that's cold. Take a peek out there. That just looks brisk. Look, we can kind of see the sun way out in the distance. Yeah. That's what a sub-zero or a sub-freezing morning looks like on the plains, I tell ya. Yeah, this bad boy fired up. Instantly feel the warmth coming off there once she goes. Oh yeah. I've been running my buddy heater for about 15 minutes now. And I melted some of that, but there's still just ice caked on there. But I can see outside now, which is kind of cool. Yes, yes. And this side, the buddy heater was here, and this side's even more ice. So, it's temperature is still dropping. It's 15 degrees now. So that's a new low. Every degree down is a new low, I tell you. Yeah. What do we have here? What do we have here? Huh? Yeah. Might get down to 14 degrees, it's still dropping. Man, whenever I do anything propane, I just think of Hank Hill. It's ingrained. This is, I mean, this stuff's even, this is part propane, isobutane. It's not even full propane, but I think Hank would still be proud. Well, hopefully there's enough in here. Now I got more in the cooler. Miraculously, I did not spill anything right there. Boiling has commenced. Man, this isobutane doesn't do too great below freezing. It took a little longer than usual. But so I'm going to attempt to do this without spilling it today. Let's see if we can acquire that goal. Don't you just love that sound? It sounds like fresh morning, fresh coffee, fresh morning. Oh, I did spill some, but it didn't land on the table. It landed on the side of the strainer. So, let me know. Should we count that or not? Should we count that as a no spill? I mean, it'd be cool if you did. But oh, while this is dripping, and since I don't have to use my machine anymore, why don't I try out this heated blanket? Oh yeah. Now do I look so cozy now? Look how cozy I look. Yeah. See if that even does anything. I can feel it. Okay, I can feel it. I can get down with that. I did test it out at home, but I wasn't home, so I wasn't in any kind of elements. Wow, this is actually not significantly warming me up, but I can sure feel it toasting my leggies. Alright, well, we have some sort of sunrise, but I definitely have no interest in being out there. It's good coffee. Yes, sir. Tastes like coffee. So what song do I have stuck in my head today? Well, fortunately, I did not have Katy Perry, California Girls stuck in my head. I had Adam Sandler, the turkey song, stuck in my head. Thanksgiving was 2 days ago now, so yeah, still kind of in that mood. As I was thinking about what song was stuck in my head, and that song was in my head, I got to thinking what was the last song I had stuck in my head on one of these trips, and it was freaking Katy Perry, California Girls, so now that's stuck in my head again. Once again, I have Katy Perry in my head as I'm sitting on the plains sipping my coffee. Dang. That's what happens when you live with two girls. That's just the way it is. Just can't get away from it. That's why when I'm in my truck by myself, I tend to listen to heavy metal. It just makes everything better. And I love heavy metal, so. Yes, sir. It's 14.5 degrees now. So we got down to 14. Yeah, that's not too shabby. That sun should break out of those clouds here in a few minutes, and at that point is when I'll probably hit the road. So I think after my coffee, it should be warm enough to book it out of here. But I'm going to take my time. I'm going to enjoy my coffee and this heated blanket. And as of right now, I'm going to close this dang old freaking window. Because I'll tell you what, that's pretty cold. Look at how thick that ice is on there. But right when the sun came out, the wind picked up again. Crazy. It is literally shaking the truck right now. She's blowing. A very musically inclined mind of mine. Like every move and situation has a song, I suppose. Whenever I find myself in a bind, the Trailer Park Boys intro song always goes into my head, because those guys are always in a bind. That's just how my mind works, I guess. Yeah. But I was able to get this window open. There's a little channel here that the condensation drips into. I'm pretty sure that just froze up. As long as I can have one window open for the drive home to, get some of this moisture out of here. That's all I'm concerned about. But I finished my coffee. It's coming up on 9 o'clock now. And the wind is more extreme than it's been all night. It is blasting out there. I see tumbleweeds blowing around, and man, it's just whack. But I gotta get out of here at some point, so I think I'm just gonna get her done now and pack all my stuff away. I'm gonna warm up the truck for a little bit. We'll get some footage of me heading out of here. But for right now, I'm gonna go bear the elements and get cold. But I also wanted to mention it has warmed up to a very warm 18.5 degrees. So let's check out that wind out there. I'm finding it hard to get the motivation to get out of here, I'll tell you. Cold and windy. I'm gonna start off by getting this truck started, see if that camera blows over. Yeah, all right, well, that was a good trip, I tell you. I took a whiz before I took off, and man, it must have blown 30 feet in the wind. Reminds me of that Pantera song. Anyways, yeah, we hung out at an awesome spot. The wind didn't pick up till after the fire. It got way below freezing, and we had a good time, and I thank you for joining me. So if you liked it, be sure to hit that thumbs down, and yeah, stay tuned. We'll be doing more of this stuff, so hit those buttons if you want to see more. And I appreciate y'all like always. I always say yeah, you guys are awesome. So until next time, bye, goodbye, goodbye. Okay, Yeah.